Okay, so we're working backwards to find the angle, and the question is find the measure of arc theta to the nearest degree. So all that means is we're finding the angle, okay? Finding the angle. So we'll draw our picture, do it nice and big. And we're going from the center point out. That is called the good center point out. And we're trying to find the angle, so this is what we're trying to find. We're told that the radius is 14, and we're told that the arc is 17.59. So that is that distance, okay? So, any thoughts? Liam?
So 17.59 divided by
well,
so the opposite of multiplication is division.
It is, yeah.
The opposite of division is multiplication.
Yep.
So I'm just like, I know we have to multiply 17.59 by something, right?
Possibly.
And then I can't get past that.
Okay. Grayson?
Maybe try to like find the diameter and then work from there, because then when you have that, then I don't know.
What do we start with? So let's imagine that we didn't know what this is. Okay, we didn't know what the arc length is, and we knew what the angle is. What was the first thing that we always did?
Oh, make a triangle. No, that's for the chord.
Yeah, that's for the chord, yeah. So let's imagine the question was like this, okay? You don't need to write this. So let's imagine that this was 30, this was 14, and I had to work out the arc length. Why would I have done that?
30 over 360.
30 over 360, because that's the fraction that we want,
Times the circumference.
times the circumference, right? Because this arc length is part of the circumference. How do you work out circumference? Pi times d, right? So that is what we would have done before, yep? And that would give us the answer. And what's the diameter in this case?
28.
Yeah, okay, good, because it's twice 14. So we can set this up exactly the same way we've got. What's the angle? We don't know, but what are we calling it?
Theta.
We're calling it theta. So it's theta over 360. And because we're dealing with arc length, and that is part of the circumference, it's going to be multiplied by...
The circumference.
17.5.
What is the circumference?
Pi d.
Okay, pi d. And what is d?
28.
Pi times 28. Right, so I can put that in. Pi times 28. Now, what is all that equal to?
My calculator took off.
No. What? Look, stop getting stuff out. Look at this, Grayson. What does this equal to?
That equals to 5 times 20.
Look at the board. Whenever we work this out, what does it give us?
It gives us the the circumference, right? No. Oh, because we don't have the angle, so we can't take that into our calculator.
But what we know what this equals, though.
We do?
Yeah. What are we working out here each time?
The circumference.
Not the circumference.
Oh, the angle.
This gives us the circumference. What does this give us?
Oh, that gives us the angle. No. The full.
So go back to our original ones, okay? So the ones that we're used to.
Oh, the arc. Length of the arc.
It gives us the length of the arc. What? So what is this equal to then?
17.5.
Right, 17.59, okay. So if we use our formula each time, this is going to work, okay? So we've got our arc length is equal to the angle divided by 360 times circumference. Now, so we're trying to find out what theta is. Stop writing for a second, you can copy it down in a minute, okay? How do we then work out what this angle is?
We do division.
Right, what are you going to divide both sides by, Damon?
Would it be? That would be multiplied.
Right,
Yeah.
so what are you going to...
We're gonna divide by pi on each side.
Yep, I can do two steps in one. I can divide by pi
Pi 28.
times 28.
Yeah.
I can do that. Right, good. So that's going to give me theta over 360 equals, and I can put this into my calculator. I just need to load this up. So I have got 17.59 divided by, and I'm going to put pi times 28, so pi, where's my pi button? Alright, so that gives me 0.1, sorry, what was it? 999668. 999668. Alright, so we're almost there. How do I get the theta then by itself? How do I get multiply? Good. Why do I multiply, Damon? Good, because we're dividing by 360. So our angle theta equals, so I just go back to my calculator. I'm going to multiply that answer by 360. And I get 70. So what is it to the nearest degree? 72, good. So our angle is 72. So we are working backwards, okay?
Yes.
We're using our formula. The formula that we are using essentially is arc length equals angle divided by, what do we always divide? Yep, 360 multiplied by,
Pi b.
good, Damon, pi times diameter. That is our formula, and we're just putting in everything we know. We know the arc length is 17.59. We don't know what theta is. Pi we know is just a number, and we know the diameter is going to be 28. Is that okay?
Yep.
Any questions? So this is why if you use the formula, it will be easier.